right, so today's video we are watching. So this is another first for me. I've never seen Circle Tunes, but apparently it's obviously very well known. This one is how Marvel Rivals made the real Overwatch 2. I have no idea what this video is about. I am just intrigued by the image I'm already seeing in the background. All right, I'll link today, so make sure to check out the video. I'll link it in the description, in the chat, all of that. But now I'm just curious now. This is... We're off to a start.
Get off of me! Don't touch me! I'm not going back! I swore to myself I wouldn't go back to Overwatch! I'm better now! I'm reformed, I swear to God! I don't even think about team comps or alt combos. Payload, I'm just trying to pay my bills. Judge! Jury!
Oh no!
Hey, wait a second. Bastion!
I already love this video.
In 2016, nearly 10 years
This
ago.
is great.
Where does the time go?
Every single person I knew was on that shit like Junkrat to a glue trap. Blimey. It was new, exciting, easy to pick up, and the obvious game of the year, and boy, oh boy, was it damn good looking. It really was a cultural phenomenon. It's kind of unbelievable how popular and successful it was. My friends list, which for most multiplayer games would have maybe 2 or 3 people online, now would have like 20 or 30 people at once.
Oh, it'd be everybody.
Like every single night.
Everybody.
It was crazy. It no joke felt like Overwatch would never slow down. Only up from here, right, fellas? Then Overwatch released it's a fake sequel, let's be honest, that was less consequential than an update that somehow had worse monetization than loot boxes. They completely gutted the PvE, barely updated anything, and then they forced you to grind for new characters, and later on reversed that change, and people celebrated as if they got something new and cool. Mother...
You know, people... Mauga's always been like, kind of a hero where people look at Mauga and go, I can't believe how how tough it is to play against Mauga. We got Mauga meta all the time. But you know what Mauga did? Mauga at least fixed that, right? Because from the get-go, most people were saying, like, don't put that, like, in the battle pass with that initially. But Mauga was the first hero they released where it was like, this was legit pay to win. You always reference that clip of the person who had to leave the game to go buy Mauga because otherwise the rank game would have been done.
You're back where you started.
No, you don't have to grind unlock heroes anymore. All the heroes are free now.
Look at the
after Mauga, they changed it. Right after Mauga.
Update or like dev vlog or whatever, and see people defending it. When they announced 5v5, everyone's like, Blizzard, you're genius. Then they came back with 6v6, which is what it already was, and they're like, how did they do it? How did they come up with it?
This animation on this is cool. Like, what the heck is this, though? This background. Hey!
They're bringing back loot boxes.
Wait a second! That was Gavin!
Overwatch is back, baby! Could you imagine making a monetization system so bad that people are excited for loot boxes? And that's not...
Side note, though, the loot boxes are... You don't have to. You just get them.
Even taking into consideration the many literal crimes and evil deeds woven into the Blizzard Necronomicon. But as you all know, since the release of Overwatch and its subsequent bold-faced lie of a sequel, many clones and wannabe competitors have popped up like black mold.
How is Valorant on here? I thought Valorant was more for, like...
Incessantly spreading to the source for a morsel of success. So in comes Marvel Rivals, probably the biggest name yet to try and take a piece of the pie. Initial reception was actually pretty quiet. You wouldn't find many posts, memes, or discussions about it until...
Well, that was during the beta.
Stuff, and even then, it was lukewarm at best. But I thought it looked pretty damn good with its third-person
cool
camera, team-ups, and absolutely gorgeous 10 out of 10 art style. And on the topic of team-ups, I have something I am so excited to say. I am vibrating through the floor. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon Company International, baby! If you know me at all, you know I love Pokemon. I mean, God, literally yesterday I drove to McDonald's to get some promo card packs.
Give me my shiny cardboard. Now.
So I am delighted to tell you guys about the huge new update coming to Pokemon Unite. Suicune, one of the best visually designed legendaries ever, is slamming in, and you can join Suicune.
Well, that's what I was saying about, Valorant. Valorant definitely is a bit more like CS in that sense. Like, I know there's, like, hero abilities, but I mean, like, hero abilities even, or, like, just abilities in general even existed before Overwatch. So it's like, I guess for me, whenever I see, like, abilities, I don't necessarily think Overwatch. I think more of, like, what it, like, I think Valorant was just, like, it's a good game. It just adds, like, abilities to what you do.
Suicoon's Glacial Stream Challenge now to snag Suicune for free. Enjoy fresh new features and earn a ton of dope prizes. And if that's not enough to satiate your poke gluttony, launch into the brand new game mode first.
I love that he.
Where the timer has been.
I love that he does his ads
fast-paced Unite battle,
like with the same like
points wins. Listen,
style of editing. Like it feels a part of the video, right? You get what I'm saying?
Description if you're a new or returning player, and
that part's cool.
Field as I completely dumpster other players as Psyduck. And thanks again to the Pokemon Company.
Like it just feels a part of the video.
For sponsoring this one. Truly a dream come true. I thought Marvel Rivals had legit potential, and I'd even send early gameplay videos to friends, and they'd say nothing, because let's be honest, two insanely tired franchises glued into one doesn't really get the excitement pouring. Everyone was sick of Overwatch and hero shooter clones. I mean, Concord was just born and then killed a few months ago, and Marvel movies and shows have been releasing faster than any human can.
I still want to see the zombies show.
Too, the Marvel
I hope it's good.
Was real.
I like zombies in general.
I walked in with two of your exes and said,
"Imagine if you could have both of these bad bitches."
Before you could turn around in disgust, they both performed a DBZ-style fusion dance, merging themselves together into honestly a damn good game. Marvel Ravioli feels like the first ever successor to Overwatch.
Say Marvel Ravioli?
Industry trying for the last 10 years. And it makes sense. Who better to make a hero shooter than one of the main two dudes that basically invented heroes as a concept? We spent how much on Suicide Squad? Aesthetically, it's unbeatable. The stylized, harsh comic line work accompanied with the super exaggerated proportions
game does look
and
cool.
colors is just a constant treat for the eyes. I mean, look at it compared to the Avengers game. Look at Black Panther.
Wait, that
Iron Man looks like he's cosplaying as Iron Man. Look at Hawkeye. UI elements and effects gorgeously mixed 2D.
That is
and 3D
definitely a bit
elements.
different.
And the character designs here as a whole are some of Marvel's best in their history. Banger after banger after banger after.
Oh, how'd you get in there, bud? God, your head looks weird.
And of course, 80% of Marvel Rivals' DNA is completely and openly extracted from TF2 and Overwatch. Lucio Ball. What's the payload? You mean the pile of sentient black goop? Reinhardt shield? Yeah, we call him Dr. Freaky around here. Got Soldier 70 Bastion, but the alt is on Star-Lord. Junkrat drop the Rat Trap or a Scroll Lord. Widowmaker, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Hanzo. Diva crashes Hulk smash. Adam, you can res, yo. Can we get a Zen? Well, I can do a Mantis. Build him up, Namor. Sky, get these slashes. Look at Magneto, he's straight up Sigma. Farrah's just Iron Man. Maximum force! But where Rivals truly stands out here is all the completely original heroes and abilities.
See, it's been really cool watching these last two videos we've watched because like it's just like such a storyline based, like just fun. Like this is also looking at how videos are done. It also opens like my mind more to like how like fun videos can be. I don't know how to explain it. It's really cool though.
The game beautifully
It's like really well done, regardless of like
the heroes a unique and almost overpowered feeling. Groot slamming down walls that heal, deal damage, and seal off entire choke points.
They're never gonna see me coming.
Yeah, it's until Groot blocks your whole team off. Have had that happen a lot.
Or take a look at Invisible Woman who can turn her entire team invisible and snap place mini shield walls to protect even mid-air flying teammates. Mr. Fantastic has lingering hitboxes on his rubber arms so you can swing around your mouse like a competitive power wash simulator player and probably still deal some good damage.
Whatever the...
I want to see competitive power wash now. Wait a second, that's a thing? Dude, I feel like that'd be so satisfying.
Iron Fist is.
Honestly, he's so
What are
fucking terrifying that I barely understand his kit.
I didn't know that was a thing.
To let the inner workings of the devil into my mind. And Wolverine's damage being percentage-based, so he melts tanks but sucks against DPS characters. And his entire kit wrapped around repositioning enemy formations and animation canceling his claws through combo abilities. And he also has the stupidest team-up ability where Hulk can hold him like a little baby
and throw him.
Straight up beam him at the enemy team.
Yep.
What is that? What are they doing? Stop it. The team-ups as a
Also, didn't they make Iron Fist like also a tank buster now? So now you have to deal with Wolverine and Iron Fist?
whole here are absolutely genius and a huge reason why this game is so interesting. On On release, the game came out with a little over a dozen combos, but it seems with every character
They'll
edition,
probably
they're
add
gonna
more
some
combos.
more.
Yeah.
By the way, they said they're gonna add a new character every 6 weeks, and if they keep that promise, I myself will engrave the date on Overwatch's tombstone. But what we have already gives such a deep and interesting level of combination and strategy that even adding a few more over time could really shake things up. Many combos grant entire
combos
new
are cool.
movesets and animations,
I think team ups are
while
cool.
others allow certain characters to steal abilities from allies. Turn your buddies into infinite ammo mobile death lasers, and sometimes even the enemy team needs to be killed 30 fucking times. Stop
Queue up some
resurrecting every 5
competitive
seconds,
power
you son of a
wash.
bitch. Adam, put that little stick down, so help me God. Do not wrap your teammates in another mustard cocoon. It's a common feature in hero shooters to swap characters on the fly if you're getting your ass smushed in, or if your team comp just isn't currently viable. And that's even more important and interesting here, because you're not only weighing your team up possibilities, but also your total team comp as a whole within those parameters. Sometimes it's best to have certain heroes that don't combine with one another. Other times it's best to have one or...
You know, I have to pause for 1 second, though. I feel like the real meme there is your teammates actually swapping. Never mind getting your teammates to swap into a team up after you swap to go to a different hero. That's the real meme in that one.
2 team-ups at once. But learning multiple heroes so you can bounce back and forth between those combos is such a rewarding experience and gives you a lot of control, which feels super nice in any competitive game and gives the genre a new perspective.
Having 60 DPS should activate a team up that ends the game early. Rovi, thanks for the 2 gifted. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, this really doesn't seem like a big deal, but I think it's shockingly important. There's been a few before that have kind of tried the whole third-person thing.
I think Deadlock's still going to do well. Deadlock's a cool game.
I really think Rivals would have struggled to make half of these characters in first person. I mean, could you imagine playing as Spider-Man? I'm gonna puke up my sandwich. The decision to leave first person behind allowed them to make extremely contrasting
Prince, thanks for the 7 months of the Prime, so thank you, appreciate
movement
it.
capabilities. Playing as Spider-Man or Venom and being able to web swing a web-billion miles per hour around the map versus playing as a slow Groot or a teleporting, sword-wielding mutant feels like you're playing multiple completely different games. Wow, this game really makes you feel like
Input hero here.
this game just honestly feels like the next step in the genre. Destructible environments allow hit scan characters.
Little side note with third person. I didn't know how to feel about third person when I was practicing the stadium in an Overwatch. Actually felt pretty good. Real talk. Like, I didn't know how to feel because I've been playing Overwatch for like 9 years almost. And like when I went into stadium and they're like, oh, you can play it in third person. So I'm like, wow, that's different. It actually felt pretty good. A couple heroes felt a little bit off at times, but like overall, it actually felt pretty cool.
Steal easy kills and fast characters to rush behind enemy lines. In some modes, you can bank your unused ultimate, so if you know you're gonna lose a round, you can come out swinging in the next. And outside of a few small outliers, the balance is actually pretty damn solid currently. Almost everyone is viable in certain situations. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. This game rules. This is the most I have loved Marvel since Infinity World. Oh, shit. Infinity World? Infinity
Imagine if they made a map called Infinity World.
I haven't enjoyed a competitive multiplayer game like this since, honestly, Overwatch 1.
Don't you mean Overwatch 2?
Listen to me. No matter what they try to tell you, they're the same goddamn thing, you hear me?
So, will Rivals ever reach the gargantuan heights that Overwatch did in the beginning? I highly doubt it. But I'm telling you this here and now, this is the next
Shells,
big
thanks for the
thing.
tier 1.
It'll
Thank
be
you, appreciate.
big
Thank
for
you.
Quite a damn while, especially if they continue these massive, bombastic seasons and updates. The ludicrously sized dream list of characters they have alone
They have
is
a lot of
staggering.
characters.
They have a Smash Bros. Style effect right now where everyone is begging for dozens of different characters. And honestly, the second they drop, like, Thanos or something, everyone and their mom is gonna be on this shit. To this day, I still can't believe Overwatch dropped as many balls as it did. Even watching Arcane pisses me off. Like, how did Blizzard never make an anime?
I do want to point out, I'm biased, but I've been loving perks. I got to point that out. Like, I've seen a lot of people now, because I think this was done before Season 15, like all the announcements. I will say, I've been really enjoying Overwatch. And obviously I'm biased, I love the game, but I've been having a blast. It's been great. I'm excited for Stadium. This is a complete side note because obviously it's a little bit different, but like I just had to point that out. It's been so fun
series.
to me.
We all love the character cinematics. Also, side note, Arcane is undoubtedly one of the best.
I haven't seen
pieces
Arcane
of
yet.
Animated
I do need to see
media ever
Arcane.
created, but I refuse to play League of Legends. No amount of me sobbing at my TV propaganda is gonna turn me into a Manchurian summoner. Marvel Rivals is currently in the same position as Overwatch at launch.
I haven't seen it
Being
yet.
watched by everyone on Twitch, it's decimating a bunch of records. Every streamer and creator is talking about it. The monetization is currently pretty fine, and the game is really, really fun.
Fun? Competitive games are supposed to make you want to drown yourself, Buster.
As long as they don't start making skins that cost $14 trillion and destroy the game with insane balance or team changes, I really think they have a long-term slam dunk on their hands. I really, truly don't see how
That was cool animation.
No. No, no, no. No.
You know, I gotta give credit. I've never seen like one of these videos, but that was just like a really well like animated like cool video. Like I don't know, that was just fun to me. That was a cool one. That was really really cool though. That was a fun video. I'll make sure to link it in the description. I'll also link it in chat so y'all can check it out. But even like with like the content of it, like it was just fun like watching like that really cool art and like the storylines they go with in general. But yeah, that was really cool. Really cool video. Absolutely. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Subscribe to the YouTubes. Leave a comment. All of it helps. Want anything is to react to my Discord. That was great. That was great. Hope you all have an amazing day / night.